Hi friends, it's Sintang Mayumi. I'm back with another Valentine's Day treat bags today. These treat bags are for my older son's classmates. I used the adorable stamp set from Kindred stamps called Chickie Nuggies. I begin by stamping the image on 90-pound Strathmore watercolor paper. I use 90-pound so it's easier for me to fussy cut them later. The ink I use is Versafine Onyx black ink, and this ink is good for water-based mediums. I stamped more than what I needed here, but I can always use the leftover images for cards or projects later. I use my Zig Clean Color Real Brush markers to color this adorable image. I will list the colors I use on the left side of the screen so you can follow that combinations of colors that I use on this image. After I color the images, I'm going to fussy cut them with my Fiskars Softouch scissor. So I'm just going around the image to cut the excess paper. And this image are not that hard to fussy cut. And these are all the images that I colored and fussy cut today. I cut my paper to 4 by 3.5 inches, and I'm just using my scrap paper here, and this will be my topper. So after I cut that paper, I'm going to score it in half and fold it, and then crease the sides with my bone folder. I'm going to stamp a sentiment on one side of this topper that we just cut and scored. So I'm going to use the Tim Holtz Things / Talk stamp set, and I'm going to use the Happy Valentine's Day sentiment. I'm going to put this sentiment together because I cut them apart before to use on a project. So I'm just going to put them together, and then I'm also going to use this to and from sentiment from Concord and 9th pen stamp set, perfectly pen stamp set. I'm going to pick up the stamps on the door of my Misti, and I will begin stamping. So at first here I used the Hero Arts red reactive ink and Memento red ink that I have from my stash, but those inks are running out of ink, so I move on to Festive Berries Distress Oxide ink. The cardstock I use are all scraps from my stash. Sometimes I use my scraps first before I cut new sheets of cardstock. So I'm just going to finish stamping all of these toppers, and then we'll move on to the next step. After we're done stamping the sentiments, we are going to stamp another sentiment on the opposite side of the topper. I'm going to use sentiment from the Sassy Club called Sassielorian stamp set, and I'm going to use the sentiment that says "This is the way." I place the stamp on the lower right corner of the topper and I will ink it up with Versafine Onyx black ink. I die cut a scallop heart from my favorite red cardstock, and that cardstock is from Paper Tree Ink Pure Poppy cardstock. After I die cut 26 scallop hearts, I begin adding foam tape on the back of my images, and we are going to adhere these cute images on top of the scallop hearts. I'm using these street bags that I have, and I got these ones from Michael's and thought I used it for something before but ended up not using them. This one's measures 4 and 3/8 by 7 and 1/4 inches. The treats for my bags are the Poke Sticks that I got from Costco and this pinball game toy that we got from Walmart. I'm going to cut a little bit on the sides of the bags. This bag has the pointy sides on the opening, so I'm cutting them before I add my treats inside. You don't have to use these bags if you don't like to cut those pointy sides. I'm just using them because I don't want to spend more money on treat bags and I have this one, so I'm just using what I have. So I'm going to add my treats inside the bags and add the topper. I will staple the topper using my Tim Holtz tiny attacher. And then I will add my character and I will just add a little bit of liquid glue and adhere it on the topper. I will repeat the process until I'm done with all of my treat bags. And these super cute treat bags are done. So some of the girls, I used the strawberry pokey sticks, and then the boys are the red ones. So these are all the ones that I made today, and they are ready for my son's Valentine's Day party on Friday. I hope you like today's project, and as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.